Good evening all, how are we doing? Oh, we're at last. Should have done this before I took my glasses off. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, Wednesday, we're jumping into Avowed today, at long last. I do apologise for the slightly late start. It's been a fairly intense day, and a certain furry friend of mine has been determined to interrupt me at every turn today. She's having one of those days. But yeah, we get there in the end. Got my video done, dusted and up, and it wasn't a short video either, so that doesn't really help with things. At least not with doing things quickly, anyway. And yeah, we're ready to have some adventures in Shatterscarp. We're heading into Shark's Teeth. And I was hoping we might get a little further than we are going to today, because, you know, shorter times and all that, but what can you do? Fire goes in it. Just get the eyeballs cleaned, and I can actually see what the heck we're doing. If everybody's week's going well, we're halfway there and all that. Insert obvious Bon Jovi reference here. Right, looks better. Yeah. To rapidly cook dinner after I got that video done as well, so been all done and dusted and basically on time, or the time I expected to go live when I finally picked a time. Anyway, is smoother than I thought it might have gone. So let's get this show on the road. We are working our way towards a very, very rocky area of the desert, where we have dwarven ruins and an area that has been taken over by an archmage who is apparently obsessed with all things cold, frost magic and the like. So it's going to be an interesting domain to head into. Whether or not we'll get, or how far with all of that we'll get today, we'll have to see. I'll wait for the shaders to generate as per. Let's give you guys the same, hopefully, the same progress bar I've got. It went backwards there, I saw it. Don't do that to me. It does do that every time. It only does it like a full... It's like twice as long when, or more, when they've had an update, which they haven't, so... You know, I had a few updates for the first couple of months, and it's slowed off a bit now. Well, how are we doing, Gray? All right? Perk Changes Part 2. It's way more than Part 2. Perk Changes Part at least 3, if not 4, possibly more. Then third part of this video series on this set of patch notes. It was a big old set of patch notes, to be fair. Like, that video alone was still half an hour, but I did spend a lot of time expressing my thoughts. And that was me cutting out a bunch of expressing my thoughts and kind of pressing things to a reasonable length and deliberately making sure I didn't ramble too much, and it was still ended up being half an hour, so quite the extensive video. Yeah, lots to talk about, lots to say. Most of which amounts to my frustration at the continuing direction of Combat 76, which is down the toilet in my view. Not well. They can't please everybody, can they? I don't expect them to please everybody. Just me. Right. So, we've got the whole Shark Teeth's region to explore, including finding one last thing, the last member of this missing ship's crew. And there's the Heart Valley and the Sensi ruins, and a bounty to do over there. So I think, and this is Kai's thing as well. So I think we'll do the one last drink thing, get the last crew member together if we can. Then make our way, I think, this way towards here, and we'll come back out of the Shark's Teeth here. And that'll leave Ringrim's domain over here to deal with last, if I deal with this stuff prior to. And that should hopefully align with the time a little bit better, he says. So.
Have you ever thought of doing anything with the coal around your eyes?
Right. Did you somehow not see the thick stripe across my eyes?
No, I mean designs other than the stripe.
Designs?
Don't get me wrong. The stripe really brings out your eyes, but it might be nice to change things up from time to time.
This is for camouflage. It has a vital role in surviving the wilds.
Surely you don't want to be hidden all the time.
I think you would like it.
The next time you want to stand out, you just let me know.
Right.
Yep.
We'll do that. Just Maybe don't wait for me, though, okay?
She's going to want to do makeup for everybody in the camp, followed shortly by hair and the like, I imagine. Ah, yes, the eternal problem of playing 4 or 5 games at once. Remembering which bloody control scheme came from which game. Yes, we've got Avowed on the go, we've got Atomfall on the go, we now have South of Midnight on the go, obviously we've got Fallout on the go, that's 4, and I'm playing Elden Ring on my own time as well, but I'm using the controller for 2 of those, so it's only 3 that I've got to remember the PC control, well, the mouse and keyboard controls for. But still, it's enough to make my poor old brain go brrr. So things going down to yep. There are an absolute butt ton of power increases for players, whilst also at the same time there's a whole ton of perks, more and more and more and more perks, I should say, that are
Someone's hurt.
where? Yeah, more and more and more perks that are gearing towards making sure you don't take any damage in combat at all. And just bite the bullet and take combat out of the game if you don't want people to have to deal with combat. It's a crock of shite. It's, yeah, ice cream to 4-year-olds. I'm not very impressed with the approach, to say the least. But that's nothing new.
Thank the gods you came through.
An inch higher and he'd have bled out. He's lucky we came when we did.
Some sneaky bastard put a dart trap in front of that door. Have you got any healing skills? A potion? Ah, I'm begging you.
Could dress his wounds. Could use Dream Touch to heal him. I could lie. Interestingly. I could give him a potion, or I could just talk to him. I think I might use my magic to heal him.
Gods. Oh, that's a relief. Now I can get back to Eagle's Reach. Damn Thirdborn. Damn everything.
Have fun with that, Steve. Scare me there, what happened? You part of the squad, where are they? An Adyran falling for a trap like that, you're making us look bad. You part of the squad, where are they?
They sent a whole unit of us to scout the tower's perimeter. The others are gone, though. Trap's got them.
Who's taking that
It's a
one?
wonder that an Adyran scout is all the way out here.
Not really.
Captain Weemgar wanted us to see what kind of shape the tower was in. Thought we could use it. Whoever
Yeah,
did
makes
it was
sense.
probably out there planning their next move. You've got to finish this. Root them out.
To take things from here, be careful getting back to Eagle's Reach. Why does Idea want this so badly? What have you got on the tower? What kind of intel have you got?
Not much, but these traps have been set carefully. Keep both eyes sharp. You might see the first trigger and not the next. Anyway, thanks for your help. I better get to Eagle's
Fix that
Reach.
look sharp. I had more questions for you, buddy.
I just have to make it back. One step at a time.
Fine. Yes, I've forgotten how much I hate this thing. This factor of the game, a facet of the game, rather. Really? Did I get shot there? I think I did, didn't I? Didn't think so, but it's worth a shot. That looks like it'll do the job. Didn't quite mean to do that, but okay.
Enemies is bait. I remember when Rao-Atayan soldier.
So he thinks Rao-Atayan's behind this, huh? Investigate ruins in the Shark's Teeth, figure out what's happening to our scouts. Sent several over the last few weeks, none have returned. Something isn't right, be on your guard. Yeah, it's definitely enough control schemes. Same thing. Bloody controls. Ah. Nose is tickly. That's very annoying. More traps and things that go that way.
If you're going to open that, I'm going to take a few steps back.
Don't you worry, I'm going to look for an alternative to getting murdered if I possibly can. See if we can't find an emitter of some kind. Find... Well, let's try it anyway. From over here, I think. Right, now we'll try it from over here. I'm not standing in front of the damn thing and doing it. So that's how I get... The person who forced me in front of that chest, go fuck yourself. And didn't give me a way to... Oh, it's that one. Disarm it. Why can I not disarm the traps? Let's see a tripwire in there. Looking for a way into the tower. I think I found one. Don't make my brain press the right button there, which is not going very well. That guy's shimmering, I think, just because of the orders on him. We don't want to take every single set of orders. At least I'm remembering some of these controls all right. Well, oh my, he actually did quite a bit of damage there, didn't he? But then he probably had some help from some of those traps as well. How do I get down there? Cleared the side entrance anyway. How am I enjoyed South Midnight? Mostly pretty good, I think, so far, Gray. A few things around the controls I'm not too enamored of. They just didn't quite work as well as they were aiming for, I think. Yeah, definitely some issues there, but otherwise, I'm enjoying it. A very pretty game. Look forward to finding out what happens next. An interesting story. Oh, that was nearly got me.
My head says no, but my stomach says yes.
Oh, I only just cleared that before they followed me then. Ha ha ha! Not as stupid as I look. I won't take blame for that one. That shouldn't have hit me at all if I wasn't thrown into it by animation decisions.
If I were setting traps, I'd leave myself a safe route. Question is, where?
I haven't got the thing, I guess. Oh. Needs to stay. Well, there is a safe route, but who needs one when you can just disarm everything? Which I'm entirely doing just for the free XP.
Glad we didn't take our chances with that.
So I can make a jump to there. I just want to see what's inside at the bottom, so I think we have to do both. That depends on how you look at that there, Gray. I might be assuming that I look particularly stupid. In which case, it gives a lot of margin for error on the other side of that comment. Yeah? There's two sides to this particular coin. So which one are we looking at? I'm not playing that game, I'm playing a different game. Right, how do I jump in there? Aha, gotcha. Holy Wizard's Tower. It's way in further up, it's way in further down.
That was too easy. Careful. There's bound to be something waiting for us.
Ah, yes. I remember my previous issue with this game does not have a torch mechanic to it. Or a slide down mechanic, I don't think. Oh, it has a fall to your death mechanic though. No, it doesn't. It has a full 6 inches to the ground below. Mechanic. I was falling to my death in the same way that Little John was drowning in the stream in Robin Hood Men in Tights. Stream what wasn't deep enough to drown a field mouse. Somebody set up a double bed on the floor down here. Interesting. 8 spools of wire, 5 tile plates. Oil for all the lanterns, Magran's Fury, lots, as much water as we can hurl, and 3 lengths of rope. You know, that just reminded me. There's this whole thing that people assume that castles pour boiling oil off their walls onto defenders, which did happen. But that's just reminded me that it's actually far more common for them to pour boiling water. What with, you know, water being much more readily available. There we are. I think that was the reference I was going for. Yeah, had to be. Only the finest references here. I could probably go up further that way without actually having to go all the way around the outside of the building, couldn't I? Let's try that. Involved to change my loadout there. Never mind. Oh, shit. Blast it with magic. So many potential avenues to enter the tower. All of them trapped. Well, it does make sense.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Fuck you, bitch. Would not have happened, but for the fact that I don't have an option to hold back. Like, I'd have stayed right on the edge here and not triggered it. But unfortunately, it wouldn't let me stop there. It just throws you forward into the trap. Was that spectacular pair of dumbasses here? Just walk straight through them because, well, same reason. Okay, I'll take that one. That one is on me. Oh, fuck off. You should have been healing me faster than that. Oh, second wind will do the job. Yeah. Couple's note. Okay, remember there are more of those in the basement in case you get hurt up top. Also, stop leaving these notes around, scoop and burn, you know the procedure. Well, I was going to say, when I find out who set these bloody traps, they'll be getting no mercy. But, then I'll probably chuck them off the fucking tower. But, we've just found one of them dead, so I've got a sneaking suspicion we might find the other one dead later. Of course that one's fine. Dumbass companion, Yatsley I think it was, triggered that one. No traps this time. I do have all night, you know. I was waiting for that to end, but I don't think it will. Seriously, I hope at least one of them's alive to throw off the top of this tower, because I really want to throw one of them off the tower for this. Maybe they'll starve to death because I took all the food. It's been a week. We're beginning to run low on munitions. More Adyrans have come around than we thought. So far, Camp at Eagles Reach stay put. Kotora is getting restless. There's only so many traps we can arm. Temerity was against this from the beginning. Hang on a second, I recognise that name. If we stand by and do nothing, third one will be swallowed up in Adir's insane conquest of the living lands. Temerty's the one in charge of Thirdborn, isn't she? Besides, if Adyr is as good-natured as they claim to be, then no one but Beetles and Dreamthaws will ever come near this tower. We've already caught a few of those fungal fucks in our traps so far. If there was some way we could weaponize it against the Adyrans. You fucking cunt. Somebody's going off the roof. I feel like there might be something... I feel like it might be asking me to either jump in over that way or from that way. So it looks like you possibly made my way up that way, coming this way, and avoided fucking piece of shit down there. I'm quite curious to see what route I take, really, to be honest, as well. Haha. Nearly, motherfucker, but not quite. Whoa! This is, pretty safe for us. Is that thing to pull? Maybe. So there's a route here with minimal traps. Because they haven't managed to trap all of them yet, I suppose. Which is what Kai was getting at with leaving yourself a way in, but... Connected all our traps to the sleever. Do not pull it before we're ready to leave, or you'll leave us wide open to these goddamn Adyrans. Right. Okay. Ooh, I thought I screwed that up. Can't see anything here.
Thirdborn will rally. And if they don't, we'll still make Adyr bleed for it.
Yep, I'm definitely leaning towards defenestration right now. It's going to take a hell of an argument from these two to persuade me not to throw them from the roof.
Look alive, Ayako. The wind's blown us more Adyran company.
Stop! Take one more step and mark my words, I'll cut you down.
Oh, you're already getting flying lessons.
Careful, Envoy. They were some of the Ronganui's best.
Who?
Kai? Gods, what are you doing up here? And within Adyran, what's going on?
Yeah, time word big, often used in conjunction with official titles. Okay, so soldiers, I guess. First things first, why your traps hurting Adyran patrols? I'm the Imperial Envoy, so you can be reasonable. Fuck that, I'm one of these. Yeah, I'm taking a Robin Aaron approach here. I want to see the bad man fly. What's the idea here? You're going to hurt someone innocent? I'm not here to talk. No one tries to kill me and gets away with it. I'm right on the line of this one right now. Why the hell are you doing this?
Got another one trying to scout out the tower, hmm? Good.
Right, you're dead.
Oh, the plan is working. One by one, fewer Adyrans to take it.
We might
You're
as well
dead.
add a few more to the count. What do you think?
You two are chumming the waters you're swimming in. You'll bring trouble to everyone in Thirdborn.
Katoa, enough. Let's kill him and be done with it. That should send a message all the way to Paradise.
Good thing I decided on your traps on the way up then. And bringing the Adyran hammer down on Thirdborn. Is that what you want? Adyran Thirdborn want peace. Kill me and that's gone. We'll go without fight. I'm still kind of inclined to throw them off because I don't like their attitude and they nearly killed me. But I am trying to be a reasonable envoy here, so don't think I want to go with a Adyran hammer. Good thing I disarmed all my traps on your way up then. Tempted to say that. Adyran Thirdborn want peace, kill me and that goodwill is gone. Yeah, I mean, once we're done stamping on Ludwin, there should be a decent chance of at least of reigning Adyran and making some kind of civilized setup going on here between the varying factions. But we'll see what happens. On the other hand, they're going to get one more chance to back their shit down, and if they don't, they're going over the edge.
We fought in the Deadfire. We offered peace to the Wana, too.
We've seen how empires work from the inside. Draw their treaties with one hand and sharpen their blades with another.
You invaded them, dipshit. I want to help you evade resources now. Close people hold Empire. My intention's good. So you think the third one can fight the Dreamscourge alone? Not doing that one. Lawless backwaters that Adyr should whip into shape. Yeah, they fought in the Deadfire. Yeah, they were part of the invading force, and they're what? And they're trying to blame the Juana for fighting back? Nah. You think you can fight the Dreamscourge
We've
line?
managed so far. Besides, things are no better in Paradise.
Actually, they are.
You'd see that if you bothered to stop licking Adyr's boots.
We'll give you one
That ends
last
okay.
chance. Leave or die. We'll only warn you once.
Well, they're not getting the message, so... yeah, fuck you. I've had enough of them now.
Ha! And Adyran could do no differently.
You want to prove yourself against Shatterscarp's finest? Good luck.
I'm gonna turn you into chum. Freeze, bitch! Not a scratch. Shatterscarp's finest, my sweet patootie. Look, I gave them more chances than they deserved there. I do not feel the slightest bit bad about that. The only thing I feel bad about is I can't throw their corpses from the top of this freaking tower. I gave them every chance not to be assholes. Ooh, that looks interesting over there. I don't know if I'll be able to get up there, but it looks interesting. Probably not, actually, in terms of accessibility. Third-born Brigandine. It is heavy armor. Looks pretty cool, actually. I'm still currently going with the handy hide, aren't I? Exceptional leather cuirass. Looks pretty sweet, actually. Actually, some of the lower tiered stuff looks better than that does. So, scrap. That's just an ordinary one, not a particularly spectacular one. Cool. Whisper of Exiles is the one that I'm working towards. Oh, I was going to consider changing my build for that, wasn't I? Maybe. But I didn't get around to it. We'll see. I've been a busy bee. Common axe. Exceptional greatsword, which they do look cool, but not unique. So... Oh, incidentally, I know I said I've been tempted to play a greatsword build in this game, and I probably will one day. Guess what build I'm playing in Elden Ring at the moment? Yep. If it wasn't for my issue with heights... Right, if you've got a problem with heights, you might want to look away, because I'm going to see if I can jump into that pond. But first, am I going to save it? Now, I have an issue with heights, so I'm going to look away. Rather good sword, yeah. That's quite a fun name for a weapon. Oh, God. Actually, it's just the initial jump. Oh, I missed! I missed! Oh, shit. So, fastest route down, currently unconfirmed. Kick the defenstrated myself rather than them. Ooh, the irony. Try this again without the cock up! Oh, yeah, it works. Thought about. Oh, there's a sword down here. If you were looking away, it's hard to aim. Yeah. To be fair, I just jumped a lot further forward than I thought I would, and painted the pavement with me blood.
I can't wait to get back to Eagle's Reach.
So that's that, John. Anyway. And I've got a level as well, haven't I? Oh, I see. What have I got in here that's supposedly, oh yeah, sword. Show completed. Don't look down. Oh, the irony. So I've still got a dot next to it. Supposedly. It's going to be like that, is it? I thought we did that one. think we did, actually, yeah. Well, I don't know. Right, so, new point to spend. What we got here? Essence increase. And essence depleted, you can do that. Secret of Rhyme, increased frost accumulation. Fire. There's some fun stuff there. I can unlock. Can I unlock tier 4? What level does this require? Level 20, and I'm currently level 18. So I could, but there's no point. And the range of stuff that I want. Improve my dodge a little bit. Not really that exciting, is it? Slow time when aiming with power attack. Increased stealthy enemy damage. Staggering shot when I get there. That would be nice later, maybe. Assuming I've got the space for it. Don't think I want anything else anywhere else. So, yeah. Off my frost spells, I think. Freeze dudes even faster. And might would be the logical thing to buff on this, I think. I don't think I really need the benefit of anything else. It gives me just a little bit, actually. It's actually kind of more impactful. Attack speed and action speed. This is a 1% buff in my damage. Now I think I'll take attack speed. Now and then throw attacks off a little bit more quickly. Very fun build in this game, by the way. And if you're doing two-handed swords, and swords specifically, is to go high on the might, because you want to be doing the damage, and also high on dexterity, so you can swing the sword really bleeding quickly, and then stamina as a third thing, obviously, to back up the attacks and stuff. Because then you can really swing that greatsword with quite a lot of speed, and it's really fun. Yeah, I think that brings up to everything else, so yeah, let's go and find that person who will be in the ruins over here somewhere, I think. Yeah, they're in the ruins to the left, but I think the entrance is here, isn't it? Oh, it's it. Okay. Oh, there's big scary beasties there. Oh, I may have attracted a little bit of attention. I'm watching out with left front, are you? Nice work, hon. Smashy, smashy. You're supposed to be, anyway. An electric beetle. We're playing Pokemon all of a sudden? Anybody else want some? No? Didn't think so. Even your cannonball. Those, yeah. I'm sorry, I let the slide down on that one. It's a good point.
You take lead.
That's useful. It's useful. So I need to be going the other way, really. I'm also kind of curious as to what's over here, because there's a whole bunch more of the ruins. Okay, that's the direction we're going in a bit then. Up that way. So let's have a look what might be hanging out this way. Because Pogrunian ruins usually means Pogrunian cash, which usually means something nice. And I do like me some goodies. Oh, found a party camp. Nice. I don't know how I managed to not notice this was here. It took a minute to figure out that I was supposed to be up there then. Alright, don't worry about that later. Yep. It's better.
This is surreal. And the perfect place to set up shop if you're an archmage. I hadn't had a chance to see all this before. It's magnificent. Come on, let's go introduce ourselves to an archmage.
Well, we'll be doing that later, once we've done literally everything else. So probably not tonight, because I don't imagine we'll have the time. But... Fearful Hermit, huh?
Beware, Outlander. A fiend haunts these lands of such beauty and terror that a mere glance could unravel your courage.
A fiend of beauty and terror, or lands of beauty and terror? Because the way you said it could go either way. Beware of who? Reingrim? Inquisitor Ludwin? Beauty terror? Tell me more. I have no time for this. Tell me more.
Reingrim, the Archmage of Terror. A cold heart beats in her chest, starved of love or mercy, like the frozen breath of Rimagond. Do not seek her out! Spare yourself my awful fate!
I need her help. Why did you go looking? Awful fate, you seem fine. Why did you go looking for her?
I sought the Archmage to conquer my fear of death, to keep Berith at bay. But Reingrim, her help came at a terrible cost. She showed me how I'm going to die.
As she claims.
It's more awful than I could have imagined. I'm going to be trampled to death by wild horses. I have yet to see a horse in the living lands, but that just means they could be around any corner.
I think it may have been an illusion. Stay away from the metal planes, you'll be fine. Death finds us all eventually. As power and knowing how it'll happen. Don't let it scare you. Find a better way to die. That seems like bad advice. Stay away from horses then. Stay away from the metal planes.
But I've always wanted to see the plains. Oh, fine. Now be gone, Outlander. Go with your
Oh,
mind
fine.
and soul,
Be gone.
For the Archmage of Terror haunts the living lands.
If I didn't know better, I'd wonder if she was the aforementioned Archmage. There was a very strange kind of tone to that there. I didn't actually mean to go down the ladder there, but anyway.
You figure this is the homestead Nagunu told us about?
Yeah, sure, why not? Same problem with getting so many quests in such a big game and also spreading things out. Is, it's like, you were told about this thing, was I? When did that happen? I have no idea by the time I actually get to a place. Two things must you know. Yeah, she's definitely got some Blackadder vibes, yeah. I think I was subconsciously picking some of that up as well. Actually watched that episode on Sunday night, yeah.
Holy gods! Someone actually came! Please, you have to help my friends! They're gods! They're monsters!
And by the look of your homestead, your friend's Dreamscourge now beyond help. What happened here? Best I can do is murder. Does that work for you? Dreamscourge now.
They were good people. And I can't, I'm not... Their souls can't rest like this, and I'm not strong enough to put them down myself. Please, they didn't deserve... They were... My gods. How did this happen?
Want me to kill them? I'll make it quick. You might want to turn around. This could get messy. I'll make it quick.
Thank you. You're a good person. You'll be better than me. Find me when it's over.
These poor people. Let's end their suffering quickly.
I can't get up there. Oh, there's more of them than I thought. You did. Oh dear Lord. In case anybody's daft enough to come near me, I'll stand in the middle of a storm of my own making. That was shite. Death by ass shot, always good. Not much point in locking a ranged enemy in place, but... Well, it wasn't elegant, but we got the job done.
We've got other battles to fight.
Yes, but this one will do for now. Got a new godlike ability, lets me throw piercing thorn in it. Yeah, I did. It's not saying in use, not because I don't know it's there, but because the UI does not have enough space for all my abilities, and therefore it's not going to get used. I realise there is a radial menu, but I loathe and despise them. They're a shit way to do menus. So I tend to just not use it if I can avoid it. Which I can't, but to some degree. I could put it on... Actually, you know what? I'm not using that sixth ability at all, so let's stick it in there and see if I have a bit more luck with it, actually. Now I have to do it this way, don't I? I might change that spell out for something else at a later date. As soon as I haven't been using the other one. I've got enough AoEs anyway, so I don't really need that one that only lifts a couple of enemies into the air. I'm better off freezing things. That's a lot of Dreamscourge around there. Barred door, huh? Maybe I should sing to it and see if it opens. Maybe it's a different kind of bard. Ooh, hello. Thank you very much. I wanted to pick up the thing, not... Hello? Oh, there's more dream thralls up that way, okay. What could go wrong? Who needs ankles, right? Ankles for people with legs. Oh, wait. Cypher's bestowed focus. Cypher was a class in the other game. In the first Pillars of Eternity game. First game set in this world. Don't know if it was in the second game or not, but... Yeah. Damage reduction while health is below 30%. It's a bloodied ring. Ugh. No, it's not. It's damage reduction while you're at low health. You know, give you a little bit more survivability at the bottom end of your health pool, but... You know. That reminds me. Magran's Force. Ouch. I've been meaning to look those bloody gauntlets up for like, well, ever since I got them, so 2 weeks at least. Wasn't quite the way I intended that to go. Stay back, you. Got him. Got into habits with my build now, and having a new spell is not reminding me to use it. Ability, or whatever we want to call it. It's a spell, basically. And yep. She's. And then rip.
I couldn't do anything. I'm gods. I'm useless. But you helped them. They can rest now.
The bullets of the brain pan has helped. You've got a weird definition.
What are you doing out here?
I'm not sure it's help. I realise it's like they're lesser evil and, you know, putting them out in the misery and stuff, but I still don't think help is the word I'd use. Been looking all over for you. Captain's looking for you. He's getting the crew together for a reunion. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll do it.
Old Nagunu? But I thought he wanted us dead. I don't understand. Are the others... Are they alive?
Yep. Hellway's promised to go. You thought your old crew was dead. Captain thinks you abandoned him. He's looking to mend fences. You thought your old crew was dead?
No, it's just... Nagunu. We parted on... bad terms. Our last deal, it went wrong. He thought Ruanga and I did it. He said if he ever saw us again, we were dead.
Captain thinks you abandoned him.
After our last deal, I couldn't stay. It didn't seem safe to stay.
Because of him?
He wanted things out of life that Ruanga and I didn't. Money, citizenship in your empire, a big manor house in High Crown's port. And he'd do, well, unsavory things to get them.
Why didn't Ruanga come out here?
She wanted to stay close to Thirdborn, in case something needed to be done. But there were too many people there for me. When the Dreamscourge came, I just felt better outside.
Really didn't work out that well, did it?
Far away from everything.
It's always promised to go.
Yeah, he would. He always trusted the captain. They were close. He doesn't act bright, but Taue, he's canny. Something's going on.
Only one way to find out.
Maybe it's time to stop. Stop running. Stop hiding. Turn and face things. Face Nagunu.
Maybe.
Right. I'll go. I'll go to Thirdborn. As soon as I can find the courage.
See you there in about 20 years,
You got people
then.
looking out for you. Take courage in that.
Thank you all. I'll try.
You do that. But remember, you've got friends waiting for you.
And those two both want to talk to me now. Cool. Well, it's probably just a ruined village inside the ruins. Probably as good a time as any to go and set up this party camp. So it's supposed to be the archway that leads me in there, and then it's round that way, I guess. Yes? Weird. A really weird way to access a village as well, that. I knew there was a frost demon or not. It was going crazy for a minute there. Yep, camping time. Do I need to scrap anything else? Not really. Few things I need to store, but there's a rhythm I've kind of not got anymore. There we go. There we go. So...
So, come to Shatterscarp often?
Are you flirting with me, Marcus?
No. No, I'm just making conversation. I mean...
I can't say I've never thought of it. I've not been with a man closer to my height in quite some time.
Listen, not that I would... let's not.
Of course it would never work. But it would probably work for at least 6 months.
Whoa, Jib, slow down. I was literally just trying to fill the silence.
Coward.
Yeah, what about your, like, fella? Adopted grandfather, sort of. I think Jess wants to talk to me, actually.
Katoa and Hayako. An interesting pair.
Hmm.
They were trying to protect their community. From your people, no less. And you killed them.
They tried to kill me. Trapping the tower, put everyone in danger. Don't think this will be a sore subject for you. Didn't give me a lot of choice. No, they didn't give me a lot of choice. Also, they had it coming. Didn't give me a lot of choice.
Was it? I only bring it up because people are growing wary of your empire.
They've been wary for
reason.
ages. I'm doing my best to turn it
Don't give them an
around.
excuse to take their anger out on us. Anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest.
So many puns, so little time.
Until next time.
Okay.
There's my favorite Adyran.
Wonderful. Nothing else for now.
Tired already, Envoy? Well, I'll see you in the morning.
Does Kai want to talk?
I've been meaning to talk to you about Katoa and Hayako. You did what you had to do, Envoy. Putting them down was for the best.
And also they deserved it. You glad? How much harm could the two of them really have done? You're glad I killed them?
Given the alternative? Yeah. Those two fought for Rawatai in the Deadfire. They learned how to disrupt enemy movements and destroy supply lines. They'd have nipped and poked at your comrades at Eagle's Reach until Adyr finally snapped back. At Thirdborn, most likely. All while the two of them remained secure and defended in their tower.
They were looking for a fight. I can't fault them for defending their home. No, but they were jumping to conclusions, to be honest. They were looking for a fight.
And they found one. Thirdborn's under threat, but if loose cannons like them fire at everything that moves, they'll draw even more trouble to our walls.
They
This is
lashed out
true.
like cornered animals, giving the Steel Garrote a reason to fight back. Not that they need a reason.
Still,
Excuse.
better not to give them one.
Maybe the warning shots will keep trouble away. Pick a battle they can't win. You have them do wait for trouble to find them. They pick a battle they can't
Or
win.
they'll have us fighting on too many fronts. Stunts like theirs will only draw the ire of the Steel Garrote, or the full force of the Adyran army if they push hard enough.
I fear you're right.
Believe me, I want to be wrong about this. The Living Lands is changing. We've got more ships coming to port every year. If it's not Adyr, it'll be someone.
This is true enough. How old did you know them?
I'd never met Naoki. Asui arrived a few months before I left Thirdborn. I knew their squad mates better. Uriki was a ship's carpenter with the Rawatai Navy years ago. Came from a military family, but she never saw much combat herself. Manu was a deckhand on a pirate ship. Stopped in Thirdborn with his crew to resupply and never left. I don't think piracy suited him. Kiri, he was a sweet kid. Born shipboard to a mercenary captain who left him here and never came back. For the longest,
lovely.
I thought that was for the best.
Sorry you lost your friends. Don't sound like they were probably trained soldiers. Sorry you lost your friends.
Me too. Most of all, I'm sorry I wasn't here to better prepare them.
This wasn't your fault. They just weren't ready.
Because there weren't enough seasoned soldiers to train them. The Thirdborn's in dire straits if they're sending people like this out to patrol.
Well, they weren't. That's just it. They were doing this on their own.
Shake the sand out of your bedroll before you settle in.
What do you do with everything you whittle?
It depends. Sometimes I'll leave them at camp. Sometimes I'll keep them for later.
But what if you find something out and about that you want more, and oops, your pack is full?
Oh, then I'll leave something else behind. Never been one for collecting stuff anyway.
Sometimes I can't even talk to you.
His feet are a little sunk in there. That menu, still not my favourite. Okay. So, next stop, probably kill Captain Tago, I think. It's likely to be the best play. I think that's the way to go, isn't it? Yeah. It's a really cool location. It's a bit of level design, this area. The green ruins. Note to fix the statue miraculously legible despite age. Merat, if you come back, know that I broke a statue on purpose. I did it because you're an idiot and you should be punished. If not for your ridiculous requests, Dementia would still be here. He went out there because of you, so I'm destroying a statue. He had a terrible life of proportions anyway. Ah. Balls. That's where the dodge control is not the best. Yeah, it looks like a spat between artists going on there. Ooh.
That looks like a piece of the thing you were fiddling with at camp.
That's the worst line ever. No, it's not the worst line ever, but it's sure not a good one. Who's hitting me? I'm... well, that'd be the boss man, huh? Oh, come on. Oh, dude. I nearly fell off several times there. So, somebody down there is healing them. Might be able to like combat end. I think I got him. I'll come back for you later when I've got your mates. Least of all the bloody healer who's here. You hit me in the back there. Oh yeah, that's not helpful. Archer beetle, huh? How do I get hit by an attack from halfway across the planet? Ooh, this is not going well, really, is it? I got a heal off you, scrotty bellend. Anyway. Come on. Get back into it. Come on. Damn your loading times. Not acceptable after death. I must get back in there and wreak my Romangi. So that's a very long way down. I had several things I wanted to do in quick succession there, but then I got murdered, so I'm displeased. See you tell your friends when you're dead twice. Oh, that was shite. Oh, nice work, yeah, see? You don't. Pop, pop. Right. Yeah, it seemed like an appropriate insult, I thought, Greg. I'm not quite sure what it means myself, but I'm pretty sure it's something you don't want to be. At least that's the priest down. I'm stuck in a corner. I don't like that very much. Stop interrupting my spell, you dirty bastard! What part about knock it off? Right, now I'm done with your mates. You're in for a very bad day, Sunshine. What the heck? That guy is hitting me when he's not even close to me. I'm not happy about that. I also can't move for some reason, which is very annoying. Where's the bloody captain got to? I want his... There he is. Got you, you absolute tool. You dodged me. Thank you. What? That's just really annoying. Stay put, you. Fuck you. Nice big hailstorm of damage. Poison doesn't do much to him, but that doesn't work at all, okay. I don't know where these guys are coming from, but they still keep coming. Just got something to do with the bloody Ardra beetles, maybe. Well, I won't keep coming for much longer. Oh, it's this dickhead. Resurrect this, you little fuckwit. Ah, be Jesus, yeah. Little dickhead. Should have followed up with those this. Well, I kind of got there in the end, in a roundabout sort of way. Yeah, Balrog skin on him. I went with resurrect this, but, you know, same sentiment really, isn't it? My brain hurts now. Because Ah, Captain Tego was undead, was he? Well, he's still getting teabagged. That's my toxic trait or something. Oh, that was a fight. So there's a loop around this way to get out and a loop around that way. So I think we'll go this way. Clear out all this area. The fog of war anyway. And find this spot for... Ooh, hello. For Kai. Whatever may be hearing up there. Heck. Got myself stuck there. Huh. Oh, there's a hidden door here. Must engineer yours notes. And two, master builder must always search high, low, and pass oneself to truly unlock the secrets of craftsmanship. I'll be waiting at the workshop when you've solved my puzzle. High, low, and past. What's low? High is going to be up top. Past must be up that way, I guess. wish that would stop happening.
You asked for
Fuck you! Fuck you, you undead bastard! Oh dear me. They just don't know when to quit, do they? There's the one I couldn't find. Okay. That's a bit further down than thought. Oh well, I'll need to heal anyway. Heartfelt note. Hey Sprout, to briefly summarise how it's been guiding you on your journey. It would be impossible in this letter alone. Your tenacity, curiosity, courage continue to inspire the best of us and remind the worst of us who we can become. When you washed up our shores, some of our kin were concerned you would disrupt the old ways, siphon the very tradition from our veins, but your persistence, effort, and willingness to lend your talents helped us make a home in these strange lands. Yoicks. Many still question why we make these tall teeth our home. They asked the same of Nandro when he moved further inland beyond the bridges. I believe in him the way I believe in you. There is promise in your journey still. I am thankful you allowed me to be part of it. Just keep going with faith and patience, Master Engineer Yor. Aww. Sigil of the Arcane. That sounds promising. I didn't think so, but you never know. Cast speed and essence cost go improved. So that must be on my... Yep, that's the way to do that. Trying to figure out which finger that particular ring was on there. It's bamboozling me a touch. I just want to have a quick look up top there. I don't think there's much that I haven't seen now. It's not quite what I had in mind, but anyway. Chop his head off. Flashbacks to watching The Mummy there. Unlocked with ornate Parkrunian key. Inscription chiseled into stone, beautiful calligraphy. We seven shall keep watch here when all others have lost the courage. We stand as the vanguard of solace keeps ambition. We'll keep the flame bright. A list of names. Okay. We need to keep an eye out for a key. At you. Just managed to get to the button in time there. That goes back. Oh, okay, I know where that is. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Whew. Glad I made it to the button now. It would not have been good for anyone with headphones if I hadn't. Yeah, it's just set my brain into quite the jumble. I guess what gives us something. Oh, you think you're big and bad, eh, boy? Now you get out, huh? Suck on this. Gotcha. Ooh, more big fancy gates. There's a quick 180 back around this way. Do this little bit here. It's quite pretty. And the green ruins blending in with the cliff faces and so on. It's quite a cool location, this. I feel like there's an up there to go and investigate, though. I don't know how to get there, but I feel like there is something up there. That did not work. Plan. Bonk. Insisted on this grandiose monstrosity of Raiders assault us for our hubris. Let it be known that it was her fault, not mine. I had nothing to do with this. I'm only building the specifications of my overseer, who is a fool and an idiot, and I'm only in this position, and only in... Oh, I'm only in this position because he's the third cousin to a council member. Okay, that seems like a weird way to put that sentence together, but okay. It's very bright. Almost dazzlingly so.
Quiet as the depths.
Don't trouble yourself. Still one down there. Like a bean over there. I'm surprised there's anybody left alive. Really doesn't bode well for this Adyran Envoy. I've been over there. Surprised anybody's left alive. Some Envoy. Did I get him? No, I did not. I got him though. Okay. Ooh, that looks pretty awesome as well. Let's see if we can get a decent picture of that. Yeah, accidentally falling off the edge. Nice. Here's the Pegunian cache. Knew there had to be one around here somewhere. Damn, that was cool down there. Although slightly ominous in its depth. I suspect that will be the Skyrim door. Splat. Bullseye. Lots of Dreamscourge evidence all over the place here, but it looks very pretty. Hand of Sapodal at work, I guess. Sure looks like it anyway. Scourge Skeleton Ranger, huh? Glad Marius wasn't here to see me doing that. Gotta wish I had a torch. Or a light spell or whatever. Foreman's note. Souls keep sent word for us to abandon our work, but it feels sacrilegious to do so now. After so many deaths, so much time spent building this place, we can't stop here. If anyone wants to clear out, that's on them. Storeroom key. Needs to be kept available for anyone who needs it. Remember, one mountain, two valleys, and another mountain.
The note had a hint.
Foreman on duty operates winch at discretion. I'll throw you.
One mount. Would be nice if they just told us the answer.
Be honest. Did you figure it out, or was that a lucky guess?
Figured it out. Like, kind of a giveaway, really. I haven't read the other one, so there's not much point in diving into that one. Huh. That was a lucky guess. Enough with secret doors and hidden buttons, Marriott. For building an outpost, not building a puzzle for children to explore. Should not have broken into your personal cache, where you've been ignoring my messages. I had no choice. Ornate key. Scald's gauntlets. I suppose I want them. Let's have a look. I still have the War Mages equipped. That's power attack damage. Attack with great swords. So these are melee users, really. They look slightly less absurd than the ones I have. I kind of like something like those ones that I have. That's Warden's log. Weather-beaten journal faded by time in the sun. Isn't an honour, it's a damn punishment. Desert's no place for grinning. Something keeps baying in the sands at night. Not enough water, not enough food either. Third one isn't interested in trading. Andrew Savers, this isn't going to end well. Going home, never leaving Solace again. Mihala was right. Outside's not worth a damn. Somebody didn't have a happy ending. Greater Calamity Blight. Now the small ones. And shadows as well. Not the only one with a cold touch, buddy. That went surprisingly well.
But who's counting?
Sounds suspiciously like the answer to that question is you, buddy. There's got to be a key somewhere to open that. Office on the 3rd floor. To access the storeroom. I thought we'd already done that. That's the exit. I guess not. 1, 2, okay. One, 2, 3. So their office should be up here somewhere. That's where I came in. Must be missing something. No, I've already been here. Foreman's office, I think, was around the other side, wasn't it? Those directions may be less helpful than they seemed. Hey, get back up there. There we go. It's been a while on this one. You should request permission from the foreman. It's not those, because they are no longer operable. Ah, winch. And the winch, must be that one.
I heard something move below us. Let's check it out.
It was totally planned, 100%. Get it. Scold's Brigandine. We got a lot of Brigandines here. Hastily written letters. There's something in that desert. I thought it was my imagination at first. The rest of them before they left, but I told the rest of them before they left, but everyone laughed. They said, Abrasha, he's driving you mad. But last night something came to the doors of the bloody fortress. I saw the scratch marks, I saw its prints. It's hunting me, knows I'm alone, managed to hide from it, but I know it's coming back for me. I need to find somewhere better. Maybe Marit built a secret room for emergencies. Maybe that's what I need. P.S. Marit, if you read this, understand I still find it ridiculous. That's everything, isn't it? Surprisingly easy to miss the wheel. Yeah, it blends in quite well, I guess. Not sure that's the right word, really. But still. Oh, God, look at the colours on that. That's bold. Because we've got Skuld's gauntlets that went with it before, didn't we? Anyway. Not really the right thing for my vibe. Level 91, bloody hell, so that's some progress. I'm trucking along all right, but even I'm in the 50s. I don't normally push on that hard, but I know this season's going to probably going to be a bit shorter than usual, so... Well, then again, we've got plenty of double score events to make up for it, so, you know. Offset it, rather. I think it's probably better than make up for it. Better turn a phrase. Right, so I'm 100% not sure where the fuck I'm going. There, okay, found it again. Tombstone, a silvery frost rises inexplicably from the dirt. Frost wisps from the surface at certain angles. Inscribed lettering seems to radiate its own light. Parkourian and builder, death by exposure and or starvation. Looks like he came up here and got himself trapped. Died holding a clanger. Poor bastard. Should have left it with the rest of them. But mortal ambitions and mortal sentiments remain foolish things. I'll be the one who was looking for a place to hide. I didn't get anything from my trouble there. I don't feel like I did. Come on, great axe. No, I really don't think I did get anything from my trouble. And then maybe laughed at. Oh well. Next stop, how are we doing for time? Oh crikey, that time already. Well, we did start late. I was kind of hoping to get these two done as well, but I think we'll get Kai's thing done after a quick nap up there. And then that'll probably have to be it for the evening. Well, we'll have a big chunk of stuff to sink our teeth into tomorrow, and hopefully that'll wrap up Scarp tomorrow. Shorter's giving me some, well, not jip exactly, but they're protesting at me a bit. My rhythm back. There we go.
You must have some good stories, right?
Yeah.
And what kind of story are you looking for, Yardsley?
Oh, come on. You don't go to the Deadfire and come back with nothing. You are far too interesting to be lacking in stories.
Okay.
It's the weirdest compliment I've ever heard, but hey.
There's an establishment in Nekataka called the Wild Mare. I went with some buddies, and after a few drinks, we found ourselves on stage belting sea shanties. We were good enough that we got half the bar to join us, and a few of the newcomers thought we were part of the entertainment. We didn't see any reason to let them down, so it was a good night for everyone.
Oh, how daring. Oh, well, Kai, that should satiate me. For the time being, of course.
Come back anytime.
Good. Something different area codes that lady's embracing. Good for her, I'd say, but provided, of course, her partner is aware and okay with it. Just drifting along the edge a little bit there. For a land of rock and sand and scrubby bushes, it is very, very pretty. Very nicely done there, I think, on the part of the devs, level designers and environment artists and stuff. Oh, I've wandered into a spot of bother, haven't I? So is he, though, so that's that. Oh, there's a bloody priest. I may have made a boo-boo. I get the priest. Okay, I missed that time. Got him that time. Right. Try again, shall we, buddy? A little better this time. Didn't even buy me dinner first. My reload speed is a lot better than his. Pew pew pew. Don't really know what happened there. It's AoE, this boy. Yeah, didn't think that guy would like cold very much.
That's Thomas Badge. You found
I found the remains of his friend.
Was out here all this time.
Oh, he dropped it, didn't he?
Right where we left it.
Yeah, there's an interesting reload speed, isn't it? What we're looking for. Do you want to tell me why this means so much to you? You sound surprised. This is what we're looking for, isn't it?
It sure is. Reminds me of old times. Long marches under the desert sun. Scouting runs.
It's got a suck for a fish guy.
So thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths.
Sounds like an adventure, sounds miserable. What's Tama like then? What's Tama like then?
Oh, he was an incredible bastard. Led the defense of Thirdborn, which meant he also led most of our patrols. He'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew.
That's supposed to be the closest they could get to coffee. I'm assuming that's the case. I thought having a god in my head was terrible. This was consistent. Come on, you loved it. Come on, you loved it.
Only once I realized he was burning it, so we couldn't taste how stale it was. He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of.
I'd rather not think of your orifices.
You didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were going to collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards, or songs, or stories.
Push you to be a past. You have looked after you. Sounds like a good man, good soldier. What does this have to do with finding his badge? Was a good man and a good soldier.
He was the best of either.
And that's why we're here now, isn't it?
I don't know. This won't bring him back. This won't change anything.
Came here for a reason. Maybe bring you closure. You're out to him to face what you're avoiding. You came here for a reason, Kai.
Because I'm a glutton for punishment?
No, that's not really
the
it.
truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue. And he suffered a fatal wound in the process.
Yeah, well, that's the career he chose. I mean, obviously there's more to it than that, but he happened to suffer a fatal wound on that occasion. How many other times did he dodge that particular bullet? There's only so much you can point the finger at yourself for on that one. Well, at least until we have more details. Reminds you of Gremlin from the second Gremlins movie. I haven't seen any of them, so I don't know. She's an interesting lady, though. It's awful, and then he died out here. It's awful, I had no idea.
He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long.
He saved you, that doesn't mean you failed him. Yeah.
I wish I could believe that. You ever had to watch someone fade away? When it's slow and agonizing. No glory, no din of battle, no distractions.
No. Yeah, it's an arcade and scars, so probably not.
Count yourself lucky. I take a keel hauling any day. Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off.
I realised he lost it in the skirmish. Must have been important. Must have been important to him.
To an old trencher like him, a badge means honor, fellowship. I just couldn't imagine him without it. I'm sorry, Envoy. I haven't talked about this in a while. I never thought I'd tell this story again. But there's something about the way you've led us, the clarity you've kept. Something about you that inspires confidence. Kind of like
Bringing up old memories, huh? I understand.
Thanks. Just having his badge in hand means more than you know. There's just one last thing I've got to do.
What's that?
There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Tama's. It's time I said goodbye.
He knows that isn't your fault, right?
Envoy. Never mind. Let's go.
Picked up a few bits there. Central, 10% chance to avoid range damage. Jeez. Even though I was just ranting about that very thing pretty much in Fallout, I feel like I'm not going to use that particular thing. I suppose if I've got quests on there. Cool. Alright, anything else to clean up on out here? Doesn't look like it, but let's be thorough anyway. loop around here. Let's clear this. We'll have access back here, and then we'll make our way back to the party camp to...
The way forward in science ever be easy.
Ecologist, huh? Fungus lady.
Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting to see anyone this far from Thirdborn. Are you...
Hair on a fish person is a bit of a weird combo, but okay. What about it?
Those markings. They're incredible. I had a terrible time trying to find a guide in Thirdborn who'd take me here. But meeting you makes it all worth it.
Glad I could help.
Oh, you have. Oh, you'll make a very interesting
Absolutely. Could be.
I'm a mycologist, you see. And I'm working on a compendium of the different types of fungus in the living lands. Sure enough, what happens as soon as I show up? A fungus-based illness. There's a riot of data out here.
I recognize the voice actor. Disruption of the local ecosystem has been nothing short of fascinating.
See? You understand. That's why I had to document it. Actually, since you're here, I'm having some trouble with the sporlings. I've devoted my whole life to my fungal friends. But I'm finding that the ambulatory ones aren't quite as, friendly. In fact, they're quite murderous. I'd normally be against harming them, but please kill the sporlings before they kill me. Thank you.
Sure.
You will? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Maybe literally. Good luck.
I can't hear it now.
I'll write these measurements down before I forget.
Yeah, no, I can't put a finger on exactly what characters I've heard that voice actor play before, but I very, very much recognise the voice. So where are the fungi? I didn't realise there was going to be a northern entrance to this zone initially. I'm not sure that I feel like it's better for being there. Kind of like the idea that the whole area is only accessible through one entrance. I don't know, maybe that's almost certainly just me being weird, but anyway.
You're Adyran, right? Over here. Welcome to Shatterscarp. Or, welcome to Shark's Teeth, anyway. Damn. I didn't think you'd actually talk to someone like me.
You're the one who called me over. You're very exuberant. You were very exuberant.
I suppose there's not much of it to go around these days. But who knows? I've heard rumors about Adyr working with Thirdborn. Maybe things are on the mend.
Working on it.
I've got to take some supplies to that tower up the road. They're for Kotoa and Hayako. Have you heard of them?
Supplies like darts and gunpowder.
Wait, you've already met them? Oh, they're brilliant, aren't they?
You know, long way to walk. He's having fun the time. Brilliant's one word for it. They tried to kill me. And we met. They tried to kill me.
Huh. You're tougher than you look, scumbag.
You set me up, didn't you?
Nothing personal. It's the least you Adyrans deserve. What happened at the tower anyway? I mean, you made it back alive.
They stood in Nadir's way, of course, put them down. When you asked yourself, I tried to reason with them, but they left me no choice.
Wow. You killed them? At least you tried to talk to them. Don't know how many Adyrans would. Now Adyr will take Thirdborn, and none of us can stand in their way.
Guys, give me emotional whiplash. Ada will find no way to look past this. They're not unreasonable. Tried to kill an Envoy. They won't look kindly on that. I know what to tell you. That decision above my pay grade. No, it isn't. My pay grade is the highest pay grade. That's the point. I am the voice of the Emperor. Everybody's supposed to do what I tell them. There's a whole thing in this about you being literally sent there to be the voice of the Emperor in the living lands. That means there is no bugger out here who answers to the Adyran Emperor. Anyway. who should consider themselves to outrank you at all, and yet everybody treats you like a dog's body. It's fucking infuriating. Anyway. Right, look, find a way to look past this.
I'm worn out. I don't want Thirdborn to answer to anyone. But even I know we can't fight all these dream thralls by ourselves.
You heard of a thing called friends, buddy?
Help, and look how well that went. Just leave me alone. I need some time to think about all this.
Yeah, you'd think the hydration issue would be a thing as well, but apparently not. Or at least no more so than anybody else, anyway. I think I've already unlocked that, haven't I? Yeah. This area is so cool, though. Apart from the, you know, hot desert thing. There's a little furry critter. It probably doesn't belong in this area either. Seriously, though. Where are these? Yep. I am stumped as to where exactly these, murderous fungi are supposed to be. I'm not sure the watercolour's quite what I'd expect there, but I'm also way out of my area of expertise, so maybe it is. You do go and blood the Pater on him? Well, he hasn't tried to kill me, he's just... You know, it's like killing the postman because somebody sent you a letter bomb. It's not his fault. I mean, even then again, he was sympathetic. So, and he knew what he was doing, so maybe that's a bad analogy, actually. Never mind, scrap that analogy. He's also an idiot and, you know, gave off kids who got swept up in something that's way too big for him vibes to me, so... Yeah, she didn't give me a quest, even though she said she was going to.
Why can't the way forward in science ever be easy?
But the implier. Yeah, that works. Right, so I need to do these. And head down there and then head back. It's not really a good... party camp over on that side, is there? No, we'll go for the one that's nearby. Yeah, the character archetype of that guy is extremely familiar. I'm not sure if I'm thinking Bethesda style familiar or Obsidian style familiar though. Can get a little bit of both from that. Definitely familiar in some way, though. I'm getting up there. Can I do it on the other side? Doesn't look like it, does it? Lots of coolness. Just a pity it's a ruin, really. This would be an epically amazing fort. It had been finished and looked after and preserved and stuff.
Does anyone have a copy of the theory?
I'm kind of wondering if I've aired here somewhere.
The rims of Pangram? I want to try something.
I wish I could help, sweetheart. But the only copy I know of was lost somewhere in the Deerwood.
Too bad. I've been looking into necromancy, just in case the Envoy drops dead again.
You don't think Sabadal will work their trades?
Perhaps, but it's good to have a contingency plan.
Right. Necromancy is your plan?
Yeah, it's not a great contingency plan, that.
Nope. Necromancy it is, then, I guess.
Dudes!
I've been itching for an excuse to try my hand at necromancy.
Ladies! Fellow Kith! I'm standing right here. Will you stop talking about using necromancy on me? That's just creepy. Less of an envoy, more of a zomboy at that point. I just want to jump up here and see if the thing I collected is still here. It sounds like it is, because I died shortly afterwards, and I wondered if it uncollected itself. Seems though it did, doesn't it?
That looks like a piece of the thing you were fiddling with at camp.
Justin, thank you for the sub. Welcome. Adyran Empire. Yeah, exactly. Giata gets away anyway. So, this weird Hermes Mora thing. Just got one more gem needs to go at the back.
The best treatment for snaggage, if you ask me.
I didn't ask, but I'm glad you know so much about what to do with your mother's tongue.
Oh dear, someone must have asked. And snaggage is perfectly natural, I'm sure, and nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, you may laugh, but you wait until you're overcome with snaggage and you're in dire need of mother's tongue.
Darling, trust me. I can handle any mother's tongue if needed.
Right. Well, I do carry it in my pack, but sure. Get snaggage. See if I care.
I think there's been some confusion. Everyone is aware that mother's tongue is an herb, yes?
Of course, dearie. Marius is just too much fun to tease.
Besides, who names a plant something like that?
And on that note... most of them won't be able to tell if you're a teenager, and there are similarities. That is for sure. Oh. And there we go. That was fun. Yeah, been looking forward to getting back to that one. Way too many plates spinning at the moment, but hopefully we'll steady things out in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, I suspect... I've been saying this for about 2 weeks anyway, but we'll see. We'll get through the last part of Shatterscarp tomorrow, because we're going to jump back into this. I've got several video plans. They are less set in stone, so hopefully that means I won't be struggling for timing and stuff. So should be here around about 8 o'clock tomorrow rather than turning up an hour late, but you know. Just what it is. Speaking of, video went up on the last part of the patch notes. If you want to check that one out, going through all of the next set of perk card changes and stuff, and some legendary effects as well. Quite a big one, but lots of information. So if you want to check that one out for 76, that is up and available. Yeah, so we'll dive back into this tomorrow. For the rest of the week, Thursday, tomorrow, more Avowed. Friday, Atomfall. Extra stream on Saturday for more Atomfall to keep things going, because we've got so much going at the moment that if I don't push on, we're going to end up in a bit of a struggle. Stygian Old Gods, which is an interesting looking horror game that we had a look at the demo of a few weeks back that I would like to check out. That's due out this week or next week, I think. I'm not quite sure. Fairly soon, anyway. It might be 2 weeks. But yeah, that's going to have to go on. I'll get to it if I get to it pile, I'm afraid, because as cool as that thing looked, I'm not going to get to it soon. Not with what I've heard about. Well, we've all heard about. If the rumoured Oblivion remake does emerge, that's going to be a really big thing dropping from space like a rather large meteor. And yeah, right now, with 3 games plus 76 on the go on channel at the moment, that meteor is looking the same way to me as it must have looked to the dinosaurs. So something like that. Yeah, I need to crack on, is what I'm getting at. But yeah, definitely lots to get stuck into there. Going to do a video on the fishing mechanics and stuff when I've had a bit more time to play with it. I've had an initial look at it. It's not going to change my view on fishing in video games, I don't think, but I need to dive in and have a bit more of a look at it. A bit more of a play around with it, but I need some time for that one. And then I'd like to do some camp stuff before the week's out as well, so we'll see how we get on with all of that. It won't be a camp build because I haven't got an idea right now, and I definitely haven't got the time to get that in this week either. So it'll be a best builds video. So I'm going to have a look at 3 of other people's camps, but still should be good. And Stalker changing from bad to hit chance to sneak damage. Cool. Yeah, it makes that one actually a valid or more viable choice for sure. Yeah, it was just outside of combat previously. Stalker's effect works, and now it works anytime you are undetected by the enemy is shooting. So yeah, that's definitely gotten actually useful. Yeah, I'm still mad frustrated watching all this stuff because you know, these changes are just making things utterly ridiculous. Oh well. Yeah. Take some more rads, but it didn't do much. Yeah, it's not a massive amount of stuff. And the what's the perk that makes food and drink inflict ball radiation to you? I've forgotten the name of it now. Glowing Gut, that's it. That's currently busted on the PTS. Apparently, the consensus seems to be that it's busted. There's nothing in the patch notes to suggest it should be getting changed. So, yeah, my actual rad intake on the PTS is shockingly low at the moment. It's a nightmare. I'm getting like 14 rads from drinking water, and then like, I don't know, some piddling small amount, 20-something maybe, from toxic goo. It's like, this is useless. So, yeah, they need to fix that. I imagine we'll get a PTS patch for that, probably on Friday. Assuming they can fix it that fast anyway. But there probably will be an initial PTS adjustment patch on Friday. There usually is. I doubt I'll cover that in any detail unless there's anything profoundly exciting in it, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. Anyway, lots to happen. In the extremely unlikely chance that this rumour pans out to be nothing and no Oblivion remake is forthcoming, then we'll have a big wide open summer, so I'll stick The Witcher 3 in there. But if Oblivion does remake and drop, has been remade and does drop, rather, that'll be most of the summer, I suspect. And then there's The Outer Worlds 2. Incidentally, Xbox just announced they're doing a showcase on the 8th of June, the usual kind of E3 replacement deal, live stream thing, following up with a specific game direct thing. Same as they've done the last 2 years. It was Starfield 2 years ago, and then last year was Call of Duty. This year it will be The Outer Worlds 2, so we should be able to see that in June. That's scheduled for the last part of the year, so we'll have a date for that. And then there's also Vampire the Masquerade 2, which is due currently in October, but it keeps getting delayed, so yeah, we'll see what happens. Apparently, what they're delaying it to do now is final polishing on it and take a bit more time ironing out the kinks, but the game is basically done, so hopefully that will be out for the last part of the year as well. We'll see how that goes. Not that it will resemble the previous game, but 20 plus years later, I'm not terribly surprised. And completely different developers and multiple developers having worked on it and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, that's where I'm at the minute. Happy with Brad intake being consistent? Yeah, I think for some things I would like to be able to take in a bit more, but yeah. They did say it's a starting point and they've got to iron the kinks out and they're going to keep working on it over time, so we'll see what happens, I guess. They'll keep working on it. We'll hopefully get some improvements. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for hanging out tonight, folks. We've had fun. I'm looking forward to some more of this tomorrow. Should be good. And we'll see how my brain does. I might consider having a look at trying one of those wands and tweaking my build and stuff, which I might do overnight tonight. On the other hand, we're about to go and face off against a Archmage of Cold, who with Terror, and who apparently has a thing for ice. So maybe it's not the time to do that. I might hold off actually until next week. We'll see. So yeah, yeah, I think I will actually. That might be a logical decision now that I think about it. She may well have a certain amount of resistances to ice and the people in there that will undoubtedly get into a fight with. Oh. New Mothman Summoning Circle. Is that a new drop from the event? Because I managed to do one of those so far. One run at the event. I'm just not putting the time in at 76 at the moment because... Yeah. Oh, it's on the Atom Shop. Okay. I've not really had a look at that yet. Which I kind of held off on because my brain was still expecting to stream at the time, I think, which it shouldn't have been doing because by Saturday I knew what my original plan was out the window. Anyway, yeah, I'll have a look at that. Got a whole Cryptid Zodiac on it. That sounds interesting. But yeah, anyway. I'm going to chill because it's 11:30 now. So, yeah, thank you for hanging out. Have yourselves a good rest of your evening. You know where the buttons are if you haven't already. Likes and subs and notification bell and social media links in the description and channel memberships on the blue join button if you want to hit that one and check it out. And yeah, we'll be back at it tomorrow with yet more Avowed. Should be good fun. Very, very much enjoying this game. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you've had a good one. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. I'll catch you all around about 8 o'clock. Unless something goes horribly wrong tomorrow. So, until then, have a good one. See you tomorrow, folks.